at this time of the year it's sometimes too cold to go out and work in the garden, so it's a good idea to go into the shed, get out all your various tools and check through them and give them a good clean. Now ideally you should be doing this every time you use them, but I've got to admit I'm not very good at cleaning my tools, but at this time of the year I do give them all a really good overhaul. Now anything that's stainless steel doesn't rust, that's the main advantage of it. So all you need to do with anything that's stainless steel is just make sure that any dry dirt's wiped off the blade and the steel work to keep it in good condition. We do, however, need to look after any wooden shafts, and these, if you don't, will get wet and they'll split. So what you can do is just, if they're rough, give them a light sand down with a piece of sandpaper, and then you need some linseed oil or Danish oil on the cloth. And all we do is we just apply a very thin layer of the oil all over the handle, making sure that it's worked into any joints at the top. That soaks in really quickly, within half an hour, that won't be greasy, and that will protect that wood for another year. So that all wooden handles need doing in this way. If you've got spades or forks or any garden tools that aren't stainless steel, they're mild steel, if they get wet, they will rust. So again, what we need to do is to treat them. If they have got rusty, a wire brush is the best way. And literally just rub them over until you get rid of any surface rust, and then using some engine oil, just a little bit of oil on the spade and the cloth, and just rub the oil in to give a very light coating over the whole of the spade, and that will protect it. Get rid of the rust. That makes it much easier when you start digging with it. If it's rusty, the soil will stick to it. And last but not least, anything that needs to be sharp. A half moon edging iron or a hoe where a sharp edge makes it much easier to work. Once you've oiled the shaft and you've cleaned the blade, what you need to do is to make sure that that line along there is sharp. And the way you can do that is with a file, a metal file, or what I prefer to use is a angle grinder. You need a pair of Joe 90 goggles for these to protect your eyes, and it's simply just a case of putting an edge on there, and that then is much better for using it in the dark.